After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That's sacked by Tremaine Edmonds. Well, if they have any thoughts of coming in here and getting this road victory, that's not the way to start it out on the first play of the game.
Yeah, one thing you always say when you go on the road, take the crowd out of the game. They actually brought the crowd into it by permitting that sack right out of the gate.
Rolling to his right. He's got a man, complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Prescott to throw it. Oh, Prescott stripped. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
I'm downstairs. You mean? I told you I'd be ready. You always got excuses and you know I'll be on top of your aim. Although we in love, we are not the same. I hit you on that celly. You said you needed 5, that was more than 12 ago. Claim you got your hands tied, time stuck like Velcro. Georgia Peach on east side like it's ATL. You lacking, you tripping, you slacking, impatient, be waiting, confused like what happened. You get attitude cause I'm getting mad, cause you wanna take 20 minutes and a half. And on top of that, I gotta get gas out of the freeway, pick up traffic. What the is you doing? We gotta dip, 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 dip. Cardi, yeah. Watch your tick, 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 tick. Waiting for that last minute for your hell. Now stop playing games, go and bring your downstairs. Come on, let's go. Come on, girl, let's go. Cause you know that time that you wasting, like time that you wasting, like time that you wasting's on my time. Come on, girl, let's go. Come on, girl, let's go. Cause you know that time that you wasting, like time that you wasting, like time that you wasting's on my time. Took me 20 to get ready, yo. Shower moisturizer and the fit I had on yesterday. Uniform necessities, multiples of everything. Now your neighbor wanna come and speak to me like ha 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 ha. Hit her with a few fake laughs. She talking my ear off. It's sympathy I lack. I care about one thing. What up? Anyway, gotta pay a little more if we late to the jet. Got a jet cause the boat leave at 8 and we got some fur on the upper deck in the orchestra. Gon' play a score for every album project. You ain't scared to change cause it's ain't coming out your pockets. My fruity and slip. I'm rude a little bit. Don't be acting so appalled. All y'all girl let it put so much into tonight and you just don't care. Now stop playing games, gun, bring your downstairs. Come on, let's go. Come on, girl, let's go. Just don't care. Playing games, girl, bring your downstairs.
think I left something in the house.
You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. Yeah, I jump out the booth. Then I might hop through the roof. Count on the ring, stuff. My team is the truth, but they some liars to you. And they never sing, huh? But they always shoot.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap.
I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. You mad while I'm getting busy. Country girl running your city. Attitude bad on Sadiddy. He only 2 times from the he out like a lack, call him Ricky. And honestly, it ain't no cap in it. These know ain't no cap in it. I like with a stack in it. I'm bout it. Stop it, cause it ain't no eck in it. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. Leaving my mark like a I see no biggie. Ain't biting my tongue. I can't be no goofy, no victim to none of my enemies. Like honestly, be sending me. Talk from a stick that we when I get to me. My check don't discriminate. Still take the pauses if you talking Vietnamese. I just be having my way. Only care about what the pay tell her say. Heard you wanna be. Don't got a whip. Rag on no petty. Let's stop talk with that on your hip. You ain't gon' rip it up. Pop it. Empty the like show me a benefit. Let me dumb it down. Benjamin. All these we not equivalent. Really bad. Looking so innocent. Bossy predicament. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. You mad while I'm getting busy. Country girl running your city. Attitude bad on Sadiddy. He only 2 times from the he out like a lack, call him Ricky. And honestly, it ain't no cap in it. These know ain't no cap in it. I like with a stack in it. I'm bout it. Stop it, cause it ain't no eck in it. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. Leaving my mark like a I see no biggie. Call me Hillary, stay at the bank. Making moves like I'm hot in the shank. I'm low key, but I pop out in blank. This bun on my knife, stop trying to look. They do not come for me. Fake, I can't keep no company. Only the real respect my honest. So watch how you coming if you're under me. I'm with it in Rex involved. By they text and calls. Just run me that. Making no sense at all. They bounce like a basketball. Your boo never coming back. This go stupid, go dumb. Told that boy you gotta pay for some. I sit on no throne, you ain't taking none. You bragging on pants, I make for fun. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas.
Yeah. Sound like some superheroes. Some black superheroes. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero.
You need a bro like me. Military mind stated, and I keep in a degree. You can label me a Huey P. Made a martyr out of Martin, out of Malcolm, out of Mega. I refuse to let these dirty devils make Michael a beggar. A hero CEO, I will go Magneto for my people. Give me liberty or death, that is my credo, not my ego. Dressed in a tuxedo, into party, alter ego. Killed your leader in gazebo, did it for the people. Love what motivated, I did not do it for hatred. But I truly hate the devil, I cannot debate or fake it. I was asked a question and the asker thought it hard. If If I was facing death and I could ask one thing of God, I would ask for every to be free here and abroad, and to be rightfully celebrated as a child of God, and to be rightfully celebrated as a child of God.
Need a black superhero. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. Our own kind took nip from us. Money still reading God we trust. Truthfully we envy, so why we so envious? And why our own kind envy us? Pac said it's hard, but we gotta keep our head up. Going even though we know we fed up. It's hell attention, cause we ain't careful where we all pay attention. I need all my real soldiers on the front line, fighting for the right just one time. So unstoppable together at the same time, with the same mind. Yeah, we're born to be high and always above what's beneath us. So every block.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. Straight ahead, we've got a good one.
Here in Los Angeles, we doing no. And we taking it over.
You really wanna be the boss, it's expensive. Ain't the real champ if you never defend it. Put in that work, I'ma make them remember. I just broke down hella trees, yelling timber. Stand in the line, they put me in the center. It blow their mind when they see how I'm winning. Went back and doubled up, now you in trouble. My all hustle, my diamonds are huddled up. TGOD got this off the muscle. That's me about my life, man, I love it, I love it. Got so many rings, I need room for another one. Been through the pain, now it ain't no more struggle. My team win the game, put our face on the cover, brother, we the champions.
Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bring it home victory, straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Throwing on the first play from scrimmage, here's Burrow. This goes out wide from Nixon. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. They go play action with Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Burrow to Boyd there for the Cincy first. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Hurst. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll make it second down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To the air again, Burrow. Flush to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon.
Ready.
On first down, Hurts. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Play action. Here's Hurts. They'll roll him out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT. On 2nd and 10, Hurts eluding the pressure right. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Here's Hurts to throw. Being chased out left. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off, and the Bengals are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
On On third down, Burrow. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. They will throw on first down with Burrow. Dancing to his left. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. No score after one on EA Sports. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Burrow on play action. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Another run with Sanders. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun, it's Hurts. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Goddard. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. 1st and goal from the 6. Hurts. He'll buy some time right. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Airing one out for Boyd. And this one is incomplete.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Burrow. He'll air this one out for Boyd. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, Charles, they're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Sliding out of the pocket. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before.
Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Second half will start with a run by Sanders. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Forced out to his left. And Hurts is intercepted, his third of the game. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. So that, Charles, may be the play that this defense has been looking for.
They've hung in there, and if they lose this game, it won't be from a lack of effort on their part. The key question is, can the offense finally do something, because we're into the third quarter, and a 0 is still glowing on the scoreboard.
Now Burrow on first down. And that is taken in by Hurst. And he'll be out of bounds. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Here we go. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Elijah Wilcox. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Evan McPherson now for the PAT. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at... This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts escaping the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Daxton Hill picks it off, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 from Bengals TD. But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Rolling to his right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They really struggled in the first half, but they've made some adjustments looking better in the second half. But sometimes do we overanalyze? Is it always adjustments, or sometimes is it guys just sticking better to the game plan?
I think the latter, and I love how you brought that up because we always want to credit, oh, they adjusted here and they made this change there. Sometimes it's just executing what they worked on in practice all week much better. In this case, I think it's a combination. They found a different part of their playbook, and it's working really well.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, they matched their opponent's pick-6 from earlier. Those are some crucial points that may prove pretty consequential as to how this one plays out.
And Brandon, I think now we're not just watching how they move around the field, but we're checking their psychology out a little bit, aren't we? Because that defense, they're about to go right back out with all the momentum on their side. As for the opposing offense, you wonder if there's going to be some hesitation to lean entirely on the passing game to try and mount a counterattack.
I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Jamar Chase, 41 yards. And the Bengals get another third quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guy's covering, take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by him. And once he's by him, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right?
In that case, he left me a long time ago.
Come on now.
Trust me.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for Watkins. That's caught at the 25. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And this one complete to Smith. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. And a stop made by Cam Taylor-Britt.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
2nd down, back to Sanders. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Throwing is Hurts. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Sanders is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fields this way up at the 17. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
To Mixon on the check down. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. That one looks like he'll throw here. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
11 mighty. 12.
Here we go with Burrow. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a gain of 4, and that should just about seal the deal.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it. But it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the first down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. Mixon trying to punch it in. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. On 3rd and short, going with their tight end. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously, such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
They go play action with Hurts. He's got a man complete. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker.
I don't think it takes much to crawl into their mind, right, why they went for two there, even though they were unsuccessful. With this type of a lead, what they're worried about, right, and less than 10 seconds on the clock, what they're worried about is just giving up the touchdown.
Yeah, and the kickoff return.
Yeah, so you go for it here to try and ensure yourself. Now